Hello my students, welcome back. Science, Primary 6, Second Term. Unit 2, Electric Energy. Lesson 2. Today I'm going to talk about Lesson 2, which is talking about dangers of electricity and how to deal with. Okay, let's start. Can you imagine our world without electricity, especially at night? Electricity has made our life easier and more comfortable. This means that electricity is very important in our life. Who can tell me? We can use electricity in what? Guess? Okay. The uses of electricity in our daily life is in number 1, cooking food. Number 2, light houses and streets. Yeah. Number 3, in operating machines. Like what? Like TV, radio, washing machine. So, electricity is very important in our life. So, if I ask you what is the importance of electricity or what are the uses of electricity, the answer, number 1, cooking food. Number 2, light houses and streets. Number 3, in operating machines. Okay. Before anything, let me explain the difference between electrical conductors and insulators. So first, we must know the meaning of electrical conductors and electrical insulators. Okay, here we have different materials. Okay, let's start this activity to classify substances into electrical conductors and electric insulators. Okay, let's start that. from the previous video that we have two types of materials, which are electric conductors and electric insulators. Let's start this comparison to know the difference between them. First, electric conductors. Electric conductors are materials that allow the flow of electricity through them. Again, they are materials that allow the flow of electricity through them. So, electric conductors are good conductor of electricity. Okay, examples for electric conductors like iron, copper, and aluminum. So, iron, copper, and aluminum are materials that allow the flow of electricity through them, while electric insulators are materials that don't allow the flow of electricity through them. Again, electric insulators, they are materials that don't allow the flow of electricity through them, or bad conductors of electricity. The examples for electric insulators like wood, plastic, clothes, and air. Okay, so we have how many types of materials? Yes, two, electric conductors and electric insulators. Okay, let's start talking about dangers resulted from the uses of electricity. Dangers that affect the person on dealing with electricity. We have two types. Direct angels. The second type is indirect angels. Okay, we can classify the direct angels into number 1, electric fires, number 2, electric shock, number 3, electric burns. And in the next slide, we are going to talk about each type in details. The second one, which is indirect angels, like what? Indirect angels like angels caused by electricity, like falling from the top of ladder due to electric shock. If the electricity passed through your body, as your body is good conductor of electricity. Why? Because 70% of your body is water, and water is good conductor of electricity, or classified from the materials that is electric conductors. Okay, so indirect angels like what? Angels caused by electricity. Like what? If you try to climb up the ladder and fix the lamp, if the electricity passed through your body, so electric shock happen, and this lead to falling from the top of ladder, and this is the indirect angels. Okay, let's start talking about first electric fires. Okay, fires. Electric fires, they are fires occurs as a result of increase in the temperature of electric machines. Okay, if you forgot to disconnect the wire of any electric machine after a while, the wire or the electric machine temperature became very high, and after that electric fire happened. So when I ask you what's meant by electric fires, or what is the meaning of electric fires, they are fires occurs as a result of increase in the temperature of the electric machines, like here in the picture. Okay, what are the reasons of electric fire? We have three reasons for electric fire. First, or number one, placing electric machines that generate heat. Like what? Like iron, electric heater, very close to flammable materials as carpet or clothes and curtains. This will lead to electric fire. If you forgot the electric heater, iron, on a piece of clothes, this will lead to electric fire, like here in the picture. So number one again, placing electric machines that generate heat close to flammable materials as carpets lead to electric fires. Okay, then number two, increasing the electric load by operating more than one machine in one socket. Look at here, the socket on the picture here. We connect more than one machine in the same socket, and this will lead to electric overload and lead to electric fire. So, number two, increasing the electric load by operating more than one machine in one socket, like here. The reason number three, not disconnecting the electric current from the electric machines that generate heat after use. If you forgot to disconnect the iron after using it, this will lead to electric fire, like here in the picture. So, not disconnecting the electric current from electric machines that generate heat after use will lead to electric fire. Okay, what is the difference between fire caused by electricity and regular fire? Do you know the answer? Okay, regular fire. Here we have a picture for the regular fire, and this is the picture for electric fire. Okay, how can we put out the regular fire, like here in the first picture? Yes, by water. Okay, but if we have an electric fire, how can we put out this fire? Yes, using sand, not water. Why? Why we have to use sand to put out electric fire? I told you before that water is one of the good conductor of electricity. So, if we put out the electric fire by using water, the fire will increase. So, electric fire is put out by sand. Let's start these questions. Okay, give reason for number one. Water is not used to put off electric fire. Yes, I told it before. The answer? Because water is a good conductor of electricity. Number 2. What happens if the electric fires are put out by water? The answer? The fire will increase. Let's start talking about electric shock. Oh, what is electric shock? It's the result of electric current passing through the human body. If electric current passes through your body, electric shock will happen. So, if I ask you what is the meaning of electric shock, it's resulted from an electric current passing through the human body. Okay, let's start talking about the reasons of electric shock. Okay, number 1, a part of your body touches a wire that has an electric current, and the other part touches the ground, like here in the picture. So, electric shock will happen. Again, number 1, a part of your body touches a wire that has an electric current and touches the ground with the other part. Okay, the reason number 2, part of your body or you touch a wire has electricity, like here in the picture, with one of your body parts and touches a material conducting electricity, like the iron ladder, like here, that is connected to the ground. So if you want to fix anything containing electricity, you have to use a wooden ladder. Okay. Number 3, you touch 2 wires that conduct electricity, like that. If you touch 2 wires that conduct electricity, like here in the picture. What are the harms resulting from an electric shock depends on. Number 1, the harms resulting from electric shock depends on, number 1, the strength, or how strong an electric current passing through the human body. So number 1, strength of electric current. Number 2, the time took by the electric current to pass through the human body. So number 1, strength of electric current. Number 2, time took by the electric current to pass through your body. Okay. Number 3, electric burn. Oh, it's too dangerous. What is electric burn? They are burns that result from electricity and causes damage of body tissues, like here in the picture. So, electric burn, they are burns that result from electricity and cause the damage of body tissues. Okay, what are the reasons of electric burn? Number 1, a part of your body touches electric current, leading to electric shock that causes electric burns. Okay, again, like here in the picture, a part of your body touches electric current source leading to electric shock. that causes electric burn. Number 2, a part of your body touches fire or a spark resulting from an electric fire. So, if your body touches the fire or the spark resulting from electric fire, this will cause electric burn. Okay, number 3, a part of your body touches an electric machine that generates heat like that. So this will lead to electric burn. What are the precautions in dealing with electricity? There are some precautions on dealing with electricity. I'm going to explain them. Number 1, don't play with the electric connections like that. Number 2, don't insert a metal object in the socket. Never ever do that. Okay. Number 3, don't touch electric machines that are connected to the electricity with wet hand. Never touch an electric machines with your wet hand like that. Number 4, avoid placing several connections in the same socket, like here. Number 5, don't fix or clean an electric machine that is connected to electricity. Okay, so if you want to clean or fix the electric machine, you have to disconnect it first. Okay. Number 6, place a piece of plastic in the socket. Why? To prevent inserting another body in it, like that. Number 7, don't extend the electric wires on the ground so no one trips on them while walking. Number 8, don't leave electric machines connected with electricity while taking bath. Okay. Number 9, wires should be insulated and covered. Never use a wire which is not covered. Okay. Number 10, avoid placing flammable materials like curtain or clothes near to machines that generate heat. Okay, let's start this exercise about the previous part. Okay, complete the following statements. Number 1, electricity is used to operate some machines such as space and space. The answer: electricity is used to operate some machines such as TV, radio. Okay, number 2, materials that allow the flow of electricity through them are called space. The answer: materials that allow the flow of electricity through them are called electric conductors. Number 3, space and space are examples of materials that are electric conductors. The answer: iron, copper are examples of materials that are electric conductors. Space and space are examples of materials that are electric insulators. The answer: wood, plastic, paper are examples of materials that are electric insulators. Number 5, placing flammable materials near an electric heater leads to space. The answer: placing flammable materials near electric heater lead to electric fire. Okay, number 6. Plugging more than one machine to one socket causes space that leads to space. The answer: plugging more than one machine to one socket causes electric overload that leads to electric fire. Number 7. The electric shock occurs as a result of passing space through the human body. The answer: the electric shock occurs as a result of passing electric current through the human body. Number 8. The space leads to destroying the tissue of the body. The answer: the electric burn leads to destroying the tissues of the body. Number 9. We shouldn't touch an electric machine with a space hand. The answer: we shouldn't touch an electric machine with wet hand. Number 10. We should place a piece of space in the electric socket. The answer: we should place a piece of plastic in the electric socket. Give reasons for. Number 1. If we insert a piece of wood in an electric circuit, the electric current will not pass through it. Why? The answer: because wood is an insulating material that doesn't allow electricity to pass through it. Number 2. Don't place any metallic object inside the socket. The answer: to avoid electric shock. Number 3. We must disconnect the electric current from electric machines that generate heat after use. Why? The answer: to avoid electric fire. Thank you for listening, my students. Hope you enjoy it, and good luck.